Am I the asshole for supporting my mom and not including my brother's son in her will? I hate Will's story because I believe like it's the best way to break a family. Basically, like people will fight over who gets what, just like enjoying the last few minutes someone got. And they will start to try to go see the person more than they usually do just to be able to like scratch a little more out of their funds. I really don't like this thing that, how did they say that? Inheritance cost. My mom's getting older and wants to create her will. She's still capable herself for the most part and also has a lawyer. That's an ONS? Oh, it's an ONS. Okay. I'll check that later. My brother has a teenage daughter with his wife of 20 years. That's good. Okay. They briefly separated a decade ago, and he has a son 9M from a fudge. Oh, fudge. Okay. Okay. I'm more ambivalent now. Okay, so if he's the father to the son, it's kind of a very shitty thing for the grandma. Like, no, this one I do not recognize it. Thanks, Ebda, by the way, for the descriptive of what is a ONS. Me and these kind of thing in English, you know. So they've always had a visitation schedule, and we, the extended family, known him since he was a preschooler. But as of a year ago, he's living with my brother and his wife full-time, as his mother passed away. God freaking damn. Honestly, prop to that wife that accepted the kids in the household, seeing that, I'm not sure if it makes sense, but like, we've read other Am I the Asshole, where because the kid was not having any mother anymore, was not even allowed to go into the family of his father, even if it happened like before she knew him. Like she took the man, but she didn't want the baggage, you know? So, and is more integrated to our family. That makes sense. My mom accepts his son as her grandson, as do the rest of us. Everyone is on the freaking will, but that kid. That's a dirty move, old hag. My mom wants to leave a small property she owns to be split among the grandkids. The assumption is that when the time comes, they'll sell it and split the proceeds, since it's not sentimental or easy/convenient to share ownership of. Good. 9M is the sole beneficiary. His name is 9M? Is that it? Okay. 9M is the sole beneficiary of his mother's death and is the sole beneficiary of his very elderly but well-off maternal grandparent. The funds from his mother alone are considerably more than the property my mom's owned. So my mother allocated him a token gift, but didn't think it made sense for him to be cut in equally to the three others. It has nothing to do with him being born outside of the marriage. Okay, that's fine then. Okay, like, if it's because they feel like he's already well off, is not the same game. Okay, like there's a difference in between fairness and equality. And if it's the case now, fairness is there. It's not equal, but I do not agree that everybody needs to be equal in life. Some people will need more support than others to be able to be just even functioning. So yeah, call me a socialist if you want, okay? I don't care. My brother found out and demanded his son be cut in equally to the property. Not really because the money. He knows as well as we do that 9M doesn't need it, and more because of what it meant symbolically for 9M to be cut in. My mom repeated that it didn't make practical sense, but said if I agree, she was willing to split in 4 ways instead. But I said no. I agree with her that it's illogical. Let's say the property is worth 200k when my mom passed away. 4 ways, that's 50k each. 3 ways, it's 67k each. If we are talking about 200, I would understand, but I can't justify taking 17k away from each of my kid futures for a symbolic gesture. Obviously, the exact amount will depend on the market. 200k is just a reference point current value. Told my brother that I didn't think that it was fair to my kid. He said I was being a mercenary. So, depending on how well off 9M is, it makes no sense for him to have that part. But I get the part of the brother being like, just to make it fair, it's still your kid, it's still your grandchildren, it's my children, you know. And he's the one that is basically taking care of that kid at the moment. It's like, okay, so let's say OP got a wife with a family that is, well, like, got the money on their side, okay? And same shit happen, like she dies, or her mom dies, his own kid will receive money from that side of the family too. So I get the part, like, if you want it to be equal and to be fair, I believe, sadly, putting it 50k each would make more sense than going for split at 3, because those kids will receive some other how do we call that? Patrimoine. In French, that would be patrimoine. In English, that would be they will receive like money from their own parent as well, and from the other side of the family as well eventually. So all things being equal, if they are as well off on both sides, that would just be fair to go 50 each. But I can get that on the short term, maybe they are not that close to dying or anything like that, and it makes sense for them if the grandma is very close to die to go for that 17k each. It's a bit, how can I say? It's a bit stupid though to ask for the father of some of those teenagers, are you okay with me taking up from your kids? Because like, even though the others are gonna be it's a niece and a nephew, the humans are pretty much more greedy than this in the way that they will approach money. And like, if you're asking most human what you're going to do for your own kids in that kind of situation, you'll be like, yeah, I'll try to make more money come into the pocket of my kids. And that's, once again, one of the reasons why I hate inheritance stuff. Oh, I'm pretty sure some people will be like, you're a little bit, so am I the asshole? Okay, he is our grandson. Why are you all acting like he's some sort of outsider? Lol. Those of you who keeps responding with it, explain where he's getting the large inheritance. Oh, okay, so I'm not asking about his inheritance. Okay, I am asking OP why he feels the need to specifically, okay, that's kind of weird. I'm confused. Basically, he's trying to come back over what the chat like answered to him. It's more about the fact that he needed to say that this kid was like another thing. That's fine. I'll close this one. I don't think it's clear. Okay. Once again, I think there's a lot of parts that are missing to be able to have a whole POV about this one. But this is not what you came for. I'd say, yeah, a little bit of the asshole. You don't want to go